going bigger. Space how I deliver. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no farming. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go. might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same pack, ain't nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be out so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay, I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got heroes, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one towel just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Cause all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got heroes, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Flag!
Garoppolo on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And must think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the run.
On second down now, it's Coleman trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here we go.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Coming this way. Hey, alert! 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 Check 43! Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3! 80 weapon. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain.
Yeah, it's snowing. It's snowing.
And a 49er first down. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but it's going to be second down.
And that's when he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Boy, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does it mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Lefty.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of it, and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
21. Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And This is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 18 yards, first down Niners.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 37. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Check 99. Check 99. Bang.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's it, baby. We go.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Back man. 180. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Hey, stand.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ram.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, gun. Hey, orbit. Go ahead.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They run it with Breida, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. It's Barkley on the counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And what would the dime look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
I got this. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Let's go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 17-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Hatchet. Hey, gun. Me. I got this.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Coleman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
Oh, you might be killing me.
Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Go. 120.
Check 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Aguilar has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 120. Let's go. What's this on?
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
To throw is Wentz. Trying for the tight end, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll run on first down. Coleman. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I hope you brought your luck, because I'm about to take you to school.
11.
Check right, 54. Line 54.
I got it.
Hey, Sue. Check. Watch.
Garoppolo now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Check 26.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Saquon Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 1.
Here we go. 180. Go.
Throwing his Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go. Check, line 54. Line 54.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot.
I got you.
Let's go, baby. Turnovers. Get that ball. Get that ball. 25.
On the counter, here's Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Coleman now. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Here we go.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, alert!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, gun. Get that quarterback. Head on, coach. Hey, Charlie. Check line 54. Line 54.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, San Francisco.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety crease. 65, 65.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check.
21, 21.
Kill, kill, kill.
They will run again with Coleman. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
White. 54, hey, team 6.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there to 1st down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
They go play action here on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Go ahead.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
21.
44, Mike, 44. I got you, Pop. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They begin with a run by Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
11.
44.
Hey, gun.
44. You run. Bump to Mike. Mike's bump.
21.
Get in the weight room. 44 to Mike.
Go.
Check. Hey. 44 to Mike. 44.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
21.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Topper! Black!
From the 36, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
White.
Watch the whip. 54.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check it back.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Man, don't text me no good game, man.
So for Philadelphia, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Mistakes. But on the other side of things, I mean, there's nothing I can do about 2 fumbles. 1 fumble right on the 1-yard line. And then, pass it, that should be caught. But, that word caught, and then you just get hit and the ball falls out. There's nothing I can do about those types of plays. So, I'm not too disappointed. Getting hit when the ball is in your